here tonight is we're going to talk about drugs and alcohol. Also, a former drug. My parents got divorced when I was 7, and I was always trying to fill this place inside of my heart, and I wasn't sure why I felt the way I did. So when I would look around and I would see all my friends looking happy and looking cool, you know, I wanted to be like that too. I wanted to feel the way they looked. When it came time, when the opportunity came for me to smoke marijuana, I did. Every time I wanted to change the way I felt, I would drink or I would take a pill. Eventually I got married. One night, we were up late doing drugs and partying, and she went to bed early, and I stayed up. Now it's important to know, this one thing about my wife is she slept so soundly. You could run a freight train through the room while she was sleeping and she would never wake up. Well, that night, she went to bed early and I stayed up. And I started getting to where I wanted to go to bed too, and I couldn't fall asleep because I was so high. So what I did was I did what I always do, or what I always used to do. And I took a pill. And the pill was called Xanax, and I took another pill. And I was wondering, what's going on? This isn't working. I'm not falling asleep. Took another pill. That night I took 23 pills total. And my wife woke up. She woke up just in time, because had she woken up 5 minutes later, I wouldn't be standing here talking. She woke up just in time to come out and see me on the couch. Not asleep, but dead. Dialed 911, and the ambulance got there about 3 minutes later, and they resuscitated. And that's what drugs does to us. Drugs will affect your memory to where you don't remember what you did. And they'll make you do things that you don't remember. Because we're talking about, is it okay to smoke marijuana? The society that we live in is one where it encourages substance abuse or substance use. People can do drugs. Drinking makes you funny and popular. They don't talk about the consequences. You know, the consequences, there's always consequences to what we do. There are consequences. You guys remember Whitney Houston, right? Sometimes our choices lead us to consequences that are fair. That was the exact same cocktail that I had that night on the couch. And it's only by God's grace that I'm here tonight speaking to you. You know, are pain pills really safe? You can see on the top picture, there's 2 guys that are doing a deal going on there, okay? They got the drug thing going on. And I guarantee you that you don't know what's in that bag. When it comes to posting on Facebook, he posted this picture of his college buddies pouring beer down his throat. What statement, what is that saying to everybody? And just last week, there was a 12-year-old girl who posted a picture of herself next to an unopened bottle of vodka. She posted it on Facebook. And next to the picture, she posted the message that said, "I sure wish I could drink this." Is that a smart thing to do? Her mom found out, and she said, I thought she knew better. So the next day, she made her post this picture. A future employer could see that. Somebody that might be wanting to hire her someday. This is where drinking takes you sometimes. Does she look cool?
Yeah,
She looks like she's got a little bit of a problem, huh? I kind of wondered how she got in that position. But this is what happens. This is where drinking takes us. You have to protect your brain. Your brain is kind of like an entertainment center. Okay, think of it like an entertainment center. And you've got loose wires everywhere, and you've got speakers that aren't connected, and a DVD player that isn't synchronized to the TV yet. And to make matters worse, the remote control's missing, you know? And that's how your brain is as adolescents at the age that you're at. So from the point you're at now until you're 21 years old is the place where your brain is still developing. And what do you think is going to happen if you start using drugs and alcohol at this point in your life?
You'll never find a remote.
You'll never find a remote is right. But you know what the right picture is? That's an MRI scan. That is your brain on drugs. That's your brain on drugs. And a normal brain wouldn't have all those little black spots in it. And here's why. There's over 400 different chemicals in marijuana. El Chapo, okay? El Chapo stands for Shorty. He's the leader of the Sinaloa cartel. There's 7 cartels in Mexico that run all the drugs in and out of the country. You guys have heard about the Mexican drug wars on TV? Well, this guy here, he's the leader of one of the cartels. He's considered the world's deadliest drug lord. 34,000 people have been murdered in Mexico. And he's responsible for a good part of that. I'm here today because I care about you guys. I want to make sure that when I leave here today, I want you to be thinking, wow, man, I don't want to do drugs. I don't want to get messed up with alcohol. It's not worth it. My life's too important. Because your life is too important. And your grades are too important. Your school's too important. Until you're 21. That's when your brain, yes?
Even though your brain stops developing at the age of 21, wouldn't your brain still be at risk after the age of 21 if you use drugs and alcohol?
Yes, yeah. Of course, yeah. Okay, I've got some more questions for you guys, all right? Are you ready? Okay. Here's a simple one. How old are you when your brain is finished developing? Look at all the hands that go up. Cool. Anybody? Just say it out loud. Right. True or false? True or false? Marijuana does not affect your memory. True or false? False.
False.
Right.
That's a trick question.
I was hanging out with a couple of my friends, and so one of the local hotheads walked up and was like, "Yo guys, you want to go out in the woods and smoke a doobie?" And I immediately said no, I'm home. But the rest of my friends, I can't speak.
Good. You say, I know how it feels. There's peer pressure. And that's what we're talking about here. You know, your friends are your friends. And you want your friends to like you. And that's where we all get tripped up. But you're a better friend to that person, okay, by saying no and not going along with it, you would be if you were to go along. Is that it? Okay. You guys have been great. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for listening to me tonight. Okay? And thank you.
And thank you for coming, everybody.